It's just about 2 a.m. on New Year's Day, and I hope you all had a nice New Year's Eve. Maybe you went to a party or had some other kind of celebration. Um, I stayed home, mostly worked on eBay stuff today, and I don't have to pack up any orders tonight. Technically, none of this stuff is going to be going out until January 2nd, but I want to get a jump on what kind of profits I made for the year. I want to get a final tally and I want to have it tonight. So the only way to know that for sure is to get everything that was ordered today packed and ready to go. So I'm just going to go quickly into packing and make this a short one, and then tomorrow we'll be back with a full breakdown of the whole year's profits. So tune in for that, and then tune in the day after that, maybe 2 days after that, for a big list of every item that I sold this year that was worth more than $100. So that would be a good learning lesson on what kind of items to be on the lookout for. So let's just get these few packages made and go to bed because it is late. Okay, I pulled the orders that are going out. I think it's 5 packages, 6 orders and 5 packages. And I also, this box came today, so I'm going to open this. This should be more Ground Advantage packaging materials from the collaboration between the USPS and Poshmark. So I got everything I ordered except for these a couple of days ago, and these are padded bubble mailers. So they're nice. These feel good. 12.5 by 9.5, so good size bubble mailers. I don't know where I'm going to store these, but for now I'm just going to throw them on the floor, and I'm definitely going to use one of these tonight. Might as well just try it out. So let's get started on this packing. I'm going to get the eBay app open and see what's here. Okay, the first thing, I have 2 orders going to the same buyer. This is of the number 1 supporter of the channel, Susan. She bought several items this morning, and after I packed those and shipped them out, she appeared again and bought a couple more things. So let's get these 2 stuffed animals packed. First thing is a little Snoopy, Christmas time Snoopy, like a hang tag. Does it play music or anything? I don't think so. It's like has a little thing you can hang from a baby's crib or something. I'm not sure what it's for, but Christmassy, wintry Snoopy. I'm going to put him in a little bag, and he's going to go in here. And then this one is sort of just a generic teddy bear. I got a bag full of teddy bears, and this one was in there. It has a price tag on it of $26.99 from a store called Habersham, which I don't know where that is. And the company that makes this, I can't remember what it's called. It's something like Creative Marketing. So I don't know what this bear is for, but he's a cute one. Feels very well made, nice and heavy. These both probably vintage. Creative Marketing Concepts. So they're going to fit nicely in this box, and I'm not going to need any paper or anything for them because they fit in here very well. So get this one boxed up. Let's try the bottom. I'm going to put tape on the bottom, and I'm going to cover a few labels here, barcodes that are going to get in the way, cause problems, so I'll cover that. Then I'm going to write on here, I'll just write bears, even though Snoopy's not a bear. And let's get this on the scale. 1 pound, 8 ounces, 0.8. This box is 9 by 6 by, call it 6, 966. Let's go into Susan. I'll remember that and get that out to her. Okay, what's next? A set of CDs. This is 2, 4, 5 CDs from the band Toad the Wet Sprocket. They're all stretch wrapped together, so I couldn't accidentally send the package with only 4 discs or something. Let's see, how much did this go for? I've got about $2.50 into these, 50 cents a piece. I got them from a garage sale. I bought a big box of CDs, and I've got about 80 CDs for $40, so 50 cents a piece. They've been actually selling better than I would have expected. Took a little while to get going, but the very first CD I sold out of that lot got me my money back. And now I'm selling these bundles like this of, if I have several CDs by the same band, put them all together and sell them in a bundle. So $29.69 I sold these for, and what did I say? $2.50, $2.50 cost of goods to make about 30 bucks. We'll get a better idea of the exact amount that I earned off of this lot at the end of the video. This box has a lot of weird tape hanging off of it, so I might have to put a little more tape on here than normal. I can't have that many of these CDs left. They've been selling better than I expected. I thought it would be years before I sold this many, but I bought that whole box. I talked about it before, but there was one CD on the top when I was at the sale. It's the Adventures of Pete and Pete soundtrack by this band called Polaris, which I think maybe only existed to make that music for the show Adventures of Pete and Pete. And I knew that was a sought after CD for whatever reason. I knew that, so I grabbed that whole box. 1 pound 8 ounces, call it 2 pounds. 9 by 6 by 4, and this is going to KI in Pennsylvania. Okay, what's next? This is going to be the most difficult packaging of the day, of the night. And I have these pieces stretch wrapped together. It's like a hot plate, a vintage hot plate and CorningWare. It's like a pretty rare piece, CorningWare piece. So I'm gonna unstretch wrap it. I should have done this when I put it together, when I listed it, but I stretch wrap these together, but I want to put bubble wrap in between. And I might want to put a piece of cardboard in there as well. Put a piece of cardboard in and then bubble wrap. And so I don't want those two fragile pieces touching each other if I can help it. So I'm going to put that bubble wrap there and then put that back in place and then stretch wrap it again. I've already got some stretch wrap here, so there's something for it to stick to. It's pretty awkward to hold on to this and do this stretch wrap. Don't want to drop it and break it. So I'm trying to make this as tight as possible, pull it together. I'm going to put this in a box and then put it inside another box to make it as safe as possible. Let's see, is this box going to fit? I think it will. Yeah, we're just going to get some more bubble wrap around here and then pop it in this box. And then I'm going to make this box a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to go get another big box to put it in. So we'll have one box inside another box for the most protection I can come up with. So that goes in there. I'm gonna have to put paper all around it. So I might not shrink this box down. I was thinking about making this a little bit shorter, but I'm gonna put paper in the bottom and on the top. So it's gonna have to probably be this size anyway. So there we go, Get it in there, get some more paper in there. Okay, I'm gonna seal this up, and it doesn't have to look good here. You don't have to worry about this being sealed that well because it's gonna go inside that other box. So let me go grab another bigger box. Okay, I got this one. This is one of these. This is another Poshmark Ground Advantage box. So I haven't used one of these yet. This will be the first time. These boxes are pretty lightweight. Like, this is not really a very heavy duty box, but I think it's gonna be fine for this application. So this should fit in here and have, you know what? It's not gonna be fine. I'm gonna get a different box. All right, I think those boxes are about 12 by 12 by 8, those Poshmark ones. And it wasn't gonna give me very much room on the top or the bottom here to put more protection. So I went and got this 12, 12, 12, and I will probably knock this down a little bit to make it a tiny bit smaller, but not too much, because I don't want to get it back down to the same size as the Poshmark one. So this is going to go in here. It's going to have a lot of room. These two sides. This side won't have that much room, but this has room inside of it. You know, there's about 2 inches on each side where the paper is filling it. So plenty of protection from the side there. And now I've got this deeper box, so it'll have plenty of protection on the top and bottom. I'm going to put about 2 inches worth of paper here on the bottom, and then I'm gonna put a piece like that right there and one going the other direction, and then put this in here. It's gotta go. Now I have this paper I can just stuff down inside and fill all of these voids. And I was thinking I was gonna trim this down a little bit. Maybe I will, just like a small amount. Just make it like 1 inch shorter, just so I don't have to use a whole roll of paper here to fill this void. Okay, good. Knife, cutting the corners here, and then we'll get more paper in here. So I got this thing, this CorningWare thing from a garage sale. And it was a situation where a guy had quite a few decent items that he was selling. And then I just had piled up everything I wanted to buy. Nothing had prices on it. And then he was like, okay, $20 for everything. And I knew it was like way, way, way underpaying for that. So I think I gave him 25 or 30, even though I'm still going to make, you know, quite a good profit on this stuff. And he couldn't have been more thankful. He was trying to give me more things, like, take this too, take that, take this, you know. But I don't do that all the time, but sometimes I do feel a little guilty, like if somebody doesn't know what they've got and they're selling it to me for like, you know, if it's like just outrageously cheap, then I feel bad about it sometimes. So I gave him, I think in the end I paid $6 for this, and I probably could have gotten like slightly over 100 for it if I had waited for the right buyer to come along. But somebody came and they offered me $80.99, and I couldn't really pass that up. I either paid $5 or $6 for it. Let's see, $6. So $6, and then to make 80 off of it is pretty good. I mean, I'd rather have made 100 off of it, but if it's sold now, it's sold now, and I don't have to worry about it. So Corning, this is 8 pounds. It's heavy, 12 by 12 by 11. I dropped my cap, and this is gonna go to TG in Wisconsin. So not too far. We don't have to worry about it getting damaged too much because it's gonna be a quick ship. All right, what do I have next? This is I'm not gonna take this out and unfold it, but it's like a football jersey, but it has the Punisher logo on it. So has a tag, and the inside says Marvel. So it's a Marvel Comics shirt. I got this from the Salvation Army. They were doing 50% off all clothing on Black Friday, I think. Would that have been 11/28? Because that's when I bought this. And I paid $3.50 for it, and it sold for $21.99. This is another Ground Advantage bag from the Poshmark collaboration, and I haven't used these too much, but I'm gonna just double this one over, and then this seam is gonna go around the edge. So I guess that's gonna be okay. Probably should tape up these edges where it's open so it doesn't cause any trouble getting stuck in any machines or anything. And then I'll just put a label on this. So that is only 11 ounces. 11 ounces Punisher, and it's 14 by 9 by 2, I'll call it. It's going to, this is a strange name, STH, starts with a Sir, and it's in Ohio. All right, last thing, and this should be the last sale of the year. It's already after 2, so no more sales are coming in. This is, what is this? This is called iClicker 2 Remote Control Student Classroom Response. So I think this is supposed to be like if you're teaching, you give each student one of these things, and then you put a quiz up on the screen somehow, and they can choose A, B, C, or D, like a multiple choice, or E. I think that's what it is. I think when I bought this, most people were selling them like packs of 50 or packs of 30 or whatever, like enough to run a whole classroom. I don't have that many. I just have one. I got it from the Salvation Army, and I thought it would take a little while to sell because it's a pretty unique, obscure thing, and you know, it's something that you can't really do much with just one of them. So I thought it was going to sit for quite a long time, but that wasn't that long ago. I bought this in, whoa, it was a long time ago. I bought this all the way back in January. I never would have thought that. So I'm going to put it on a piece of cardboard and then put a little extra bubble wrap on it, and then put it inside this bubble wrap, this bubble mailer. This is another one of these Poshmark mailers. So we'll do it like that, and I think it'll be fine. Whoops, maybe it's not gonna be fine. I need to tape this down on all sides. This sold, I bought it for $3. It sold for $17.99 plus shipping. So is it gonna fit in here, or is it too big now? It'll fit, there it goes. It's just sort of like the bubble wrap sticking to the bubble wrap inside. It's a little sticky. And now I peeled off this thing on accident, and it stuck to itself. So we're gonna have to put some tape on here. Even with these bubble mailers, I usually like to put some kind of a cardboard piece in there for a little extra protection and to give a flat surface to stick the label on. I'm gonna write clicker on here, and it weighs only 5 ounces. This package is now 12 by 11 by 2, and it's going to JW in California. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna buy labels for these. I'll come back and we'll look at the last profits of 2025. So that's it. The last 5 packages of the year are all sealed. They all have labels and they're all ready to go. So they won't go out until Friday, but they're done now. So let's look at how much profit they brought in. And then I'll tell you the whole day's profit, because we had quite a few sales that I sent out this morning. Okay, the first one from today was the Snoopy plush. That went in with the teddy bear. Snoopy brought in $10.73 and Snoopy $8 exactly. I mean, Snoopy was $10.73, the teddy bear $8 exactly. I'm not sure what I said, but I just got a hit of sleepiness as I was printing these labels, so I am just about done. Toad the Wet Sprocket, 5 CDs, $21.72. The CorningWare hot plate, $64.31. Marvel the Punisher jersey, $16.07, and then finally that iClicker remote controls, $13.08. So before these 5, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other sales this morning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sales total for today, which is the most I've had in quite a while. I think the beginning of December, there were several days that were like 13 to 17 sales in one day. And then we've been down to like just 3 or 4 for the last few days. But 13 today is pretty good. We have a total profit today of $219.24. So after fees, after cost of goods, after everything, shipping, we're down to $219.24. So not too bad. Then I'm looking at my spreadsheet that tracks the entire year right now, and we did pretty good, but I'm not going to talk about that too much until tomorrow. I'm going to just break down the whole year in a video tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Thanks for a great year. I really appreciate everybody who subscribed. So join in if you want to do that. And okay, that's it. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Happy New Year. We'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.